Okay, Banshees, hey, we're back, man. Tonight we are talking about the Thunder Man, which is episode 2, season 2 of Banshee. If you haven't got an opportunity to watch that episode, please stop listening now. Major spoilers, man. Okay, so part 1, I was talking about how the situation between Alex and Kai Proctor has reached a all-time high, and from here on out, it's just going to be death. Period. Like it's ridiculous, man. Something that was said at the end of the of tonight's episode was with Kai Proctor in regards to Lucas Hood. Kai Proctor said, "You didn't ask me if I robbed the truck." And I think when Kai Proctor said that, man, Lucas Hood, his reply was, "I didn't think it was something that you do," something in that effect. And Kai Proctor just sat there and looked at him and stared at him. I think that Kai definitely knows there's something wrong, there's something different with this police officer. You know what I'm saying? This sheriff, totally different. First off, he doesn't take bribes. He doesn't do anything dirty, from what Kai Proctor can see, and he doesn't obey Kai Proctor. He's fearless, you know. And I think that now, you know, Lucas Hood is definitely on Kai Proctor's radar, and they didn't really show a lot of it for next week's episode, but they did just show that scene, and they spent about 35 seconds on that scene, man. And, you know, there was only about, you know, a good 10-15 seconds of talking. The rest of it was just kind of like staring, you know, between Kai Proctor and then Lucas Hood. And after that, you know, Lucas Hood drove off. It's strange, man, because, like I say, man, tonight's episode, like I said in part 1, tonight's episode showed you just how menacing, man, Kai Proctor is. Like, this dude, I think, seriously, I said this a long time ago, this is probably the villain to beat, man. I haven't seen another villain on any other network. That's AMC, even with the governor. Even with the governor, man, Kai Proctor is the villain to beat. AMC, Sci-Fi, HBO, Showtime, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. None of those networks, man, can beat Cinemax as of right now with Kai Proctor, man. This is the villain to beat, man. Tonight's episode was nothing but girl power, man. Nothing but girl power. It was what we would have seen, and forgive me for going off for a second, but it was what we would have seen in 2015 with Wonder Woman, but we have to wait until 2016. Alright, I just kind of had to go over there for just a couple of seconds because, you know, the man is still being pushed back. But tonight showed you the power of Deputy Kelly, man. Showed you Carrie Hopewell, and it showed you Nola, who came out of nowhere. I mean, we knew she was like this firecracker type of character, man, when we seen her at the end, towards the end of season 1, and she was like, well, I guess I'll stick around, and she just popped off those shots at that car, you know what I'm saying, pulled out this giant magnum of a gun and started shooting at that car, and then we're like, whoa, now we see what's going on, man. She's taking out Marines. She single-handedly, you know, disarmed, you know what I'm saying, Lucas Hood. Like, we're talking about Lucas Hood, man, who destroyed a UFC fighter, destroyed, you know, the albino, went through, like, you know, 60, 70 people through season 1. It's just crazy, man. Like, if I was Lucas Hood, I would get Nola on my side, and that would be it, man. I think that Nola is running things, you know, as far as in regards to Alex, man. Like, I don't think Alex really wants to be this type of bad person that she's making him be, but she's definitely making him make a decision to take action in whatever way that's going to be, man. And from here on out, it's just a war between Kai Proctor, Alex, you know, and Nola, man. And what's going on right now, that the guy I was telling you about, man, the Native American named George, who's on the show, obviously, he sits on that tribal council, and he's trying to take over the tribe as of right now, but Alex is successfully, as of right now, fighting back, man. But I don't know how that's going to go, because there's projects that need to be done, and they don't have money because, you know, Lucas Hood robbed them. It's just chaos, man. It's chaos as of right now. And we'll come back and talk about some more stuff, man. That's the time. let me know what you thought about tonight's episode, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.